Hello, my crafty friends. It's Liz here. Thank you for joining me today. We will be making something I think it's super easy and fun to make. I shared these on Instagram a few months ago, and I've been meaning to share the video. These are index card style collage cards. We made them for a swap with a crafty group friend of ours, and I wanted to share how I made them because they're super easy, and I thought it would be great for you to use up your scraps. So the first thing you're going to need is a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. I'm using like patterns, but that you can actually add to them. So you can see they're quite neutral and there's not a lot going on in them. So I can still add my own touches to them. I'm going to be using my own made stencils, and these I made using some of my die cuts that I've used in other projects, and so the negatives of those I like to use them as stencils. So if you don't have a stencil that you like, but you do have some metal dies that you use, then use those for the negatives as your stencils, like I'm doing here. Now this happens to be some of my favorite metal dies, and I will link it below if I can. I think it's a Tim Holtz one. I will link that below if I remember. But also, if you don't have a die cutting machine, I have a great video showing you an easy tip on how to use metal dies without a machine. So I will link that below and on the card above for you as well if you haven't seen it. This was so fun for me to make. Now, I have patched this video up for you with a couple of different days that I was able to make these because it wasn't all in one sitting. I did sort of make them first and then thought, oh, I should have filmed the process for those of you that would be interested, because I know a lot of you ask sometimes, when I show something, I share on Instagram or Facebook, that you'd like to see how I made it. So I'm showing you the process here. So all I'm doing at this point is using the stencil to kind of layer different designs on top of the scrapbook paper. And that's why I find it so easy to make these, because you can use what you have. You could just be using stamps, which we will be using in a little bit, but I like the idea of having these different types of layers and also just kind of neutral. Now, to do the stenciling, I'm just using my brush, as you can see here, and then also just the distress inks. I love using those as well because I just have them on hand. So I wanted to grab whatever I already had going on. So this is how this would start to look. You can see that there's just different layers. I didn't want to cover everything up because I'm planning on adding more layers as we go. As well as any of the other supplies that I have used. I forget to kind of show you here as I'm filming, but I will have all that at the end of the video, and I will also try and link everything that I remember in the description box below. Now the next stamp I'm using, I love this script stamp. I believe it's from Michaels, and I just sort of randomly, added to the page as well, and you'll see how this kind of works out really nicely at the end. So I hope you're doing a lot of crafting, my friends. I hope you're enjoying your days. We are in really hot summer weather right now. I am in Ontario, Canada, so this is our summer months, and I love it when the weather changes, but it's not so hot that you can't enjoy it. So at this point it's been super hot the last few days, but so far it's been okay to be out and about for a little bit. Okay, so I'm showing you here, I finished some of the stamping. Now there is one stamp that I haven't shown you yet, which is like the one with the little birds in the branches, but I will show you which one that is afterwards. I just kind of added this and didn't film it. So here I'm just again showing you, I'm taking the paper that we did all the stamping on and distressing on it, and then we're going to be cutting it up into 3 by 5. So that's the size that we had agreed in our swap group to make them. And so I'm just showing you how you would cut up your 3 by 5s to try and use up as much as you can. I have to figure out the best way to cut paper sometimes because I'm not always, making sort of like an assembly line. I like to make one project at a time, and this one kind of felt a little assembly-ish, but I also enjoyed it because once I cut it up, then each individual little index card kind of was its own unique little design, as you can see here. So I'm just showing you again the different types of negatives from my metal dies that I have used to add to my little index cards. And what we are using these for is we are putting our information on the back, you know, like our date of birth, our favorite items, that sort of thing. And so I had to make them a little sturdier. So I have added them to some additional scrapbook paper, because you know sometimes the cardstock we get, like let's say at Michael's and stuff, it's kind of like not very thick paper. So anyways, I just added a little backing to this as well. And here I'm just showing you the ones that we finished on this video, because I'm sort of combining some that I had previously done to ones that we're working on together in the video. And then of course I'm left with these strips, which I will not get rid of because I'll use those in a different project in the near future. So you can see here how I've just got several different styles that I have worked on. Now I am going to be using my own printable for some of the little labels that I'm adding to it, but I've got a variety of pieces as well that I'm using. I will link my printables below that I have used here, and thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. So I'm just kind of, I've actually printed them 4 to a page, so I've shrunk them down so that they can fit on this on these little index cards, and I'm just playing around right now with, you know, what I want to put and where I want to put them. I wanted to mention about my giveaway. It's still going on for the month of June, and this is for the Your Creative Studio one. Please remember to be a visible subscriber to my channel, because I check this way. Leave a comment below in that video, because that's the way I know you're entering the giveaway. Otherwise I won't be able to find you. And if you have made your VR or your social media post, make sure to go back and let me know, because otherwise I won't be able to find you. I've noticed that some people are not tagging properly. So I was lucky to find one person that hadn't tagged properly, and so I've entered this person. But if you haven't heard from me, like if you haven't seen me say thanks for entering or whatever, it means that I haven't seen it. So make sure that you do that, that you find a way to tag me or leave a comment below and let me know that you have tagged me, and then this way I'll try and find you. Okay, so yeah, make sure you're visible, because I will check that you are a subscriber to my channel, and then also leave a comment below letting me know that you have entered. Okay, getting back to these, I'm just showing you that I've added them to cardstock to sort of give them a little bit more support. This way it makes them a little bit sturdier. And then I'm just adding some additional little supplies to them, like these little washi tape stickers. Now I do have links to my favorite shops in the description box below. And I also have coupon codes for many of the companies that I share with you. I asked them for coupon codes to share with you as well. So some of these supplies may be from Stationery Pal, from Taperlogy, from the washi tape shop, Your Creative Studio, of course. But I will link as much as I can below. If you're interested in anything you see here, also just leave a comment below and ask me, because I may forget to actually, you know, let you know where that came from or where that supply came from. So what else do I have to say? Yes, I've got another fun tutorial coming up very soon I've been working on, and it's just, I don't know, I'm just loving making these tutorials for all of you. Okay, so you can see here how it's looking so far when we've added the washi tape stickers. And now I'm just pulling out some of my little fussy cutout pieces. Now, I didn't fussy cut these things. I actually did a swap a little while back, and I received a bunch of them. So I'm so thankful for that swap, because I'm not good at fussy cutting. And so I'll be using some of these little birds, maybe some additional washi tape stickers, and we'll just kind of keep layering to give these a nicer kind of collaged feel to them. So like I said, this is one of those really fun and easy projects. You know, you can gather some of the supplies you already have or you have been meaning to use, and just put them on your little 3x5s, make a few of them, and then just sort of play around and relax and enjoy the process. I find that that is the best part in crafting for me, is when I'm really there just to enjoy it. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be Instagram worthy. You're just making these for you. And if you happen to like, you know, a lot of what you've made, then share them with friends. And so I think that that's always a fun thing to do. So as I said, I've sort of made a few different ones as I've been you know, starting this process, and I just play around to see where I want to add things, where I think they would look nice. I may have some butterflies in the future to add to these as well, and I definitely have lots of stickers, so I'll certainly be making more. So here's what they look like so far. I was able to get quite a few, and as you can see, there's like the different layering of the stamping. I did the washi tape for the faux stamp, and then I just did a little bit of collaging with different pieces. I went ahead and added the whatever that's called. It'll come to me because it will be kind of on a ring. We're all sending you know, each other one, and so we'll have one for each person, and on the back of them they will all have, you know, like just our personal kind of details and stuff like that, which is, I think, just a nice way if you're sending something to somebody to have that kind of record, almost like an index card, like filing system. I really like this one. So this one I used my printable, which I showed you that I printed in small, so I got like 4 per page, and so I just used one of those there with a fussy cut bird that I did get. And I really love how my stencils came out, like how you can see a little bit of the brown there and the black stamping. I think it just, I don't know, it just adds a different level of layering. I really like this one again with the fussy cut flower. That's also for my printable. I just think it turned out really nice. And at the end, I'm going to show you the stamps I used because someone was asking that on Instagram. I did share these on Instagram already, and someone was asking about the stamps I used, so I'll let you know at the end of the video. So I really, really like these. I think I'll definitely be making more, and as I have shown you, you know, for one 12 by 12 sheet of paper, you know, you can get quite a few of these, and then you still have like a little bit of extra that you can use on other projects, but I really like them. They're 3 by 5, so like an index size card. And I think they just, it's such a fun project, something you can do when you have some time. So the first stamp that I did use, I used 2 here, and this is from Hero Arts. I did get these stamps from my friend Beth Wallen. Hi Beth. She gave me so many wonderful pieces. I'll be sharing those as I use them to let you know what she has said, because there's so much. But these ones were the stamps that I got from her, and I don't know what else you would need to find the details. I will try and link that on my Amazon shop below, so if you're interested in it. But I really love the script of it, and I used this one here and then this one for you know, some of the areas that you see there. The entire page, I did a lot of this one as well, and this one is from Recollections, and it's a script stamp. And then I also used this cute little thing, and it's called Bluebird Branch, and I think it's a stamp something or other from that one there. And I don't know if you can see it. I'll put it a little bit closer so you can see the number there. And like I said, this one was from Recollections, and then this one is the Hero Arts one. So I had so much fun making these. I'll definitely be making more, but I think these are lovely to send in snail mail, happy mail. You can make them into little postcards. I love the idea of collaging different things or different elements. You could do these, of course, if you mix media. That's even more amazing if you do that often. But for me, because I do a lot of just sort of paper and layering and stamps and washi tapes and fussy cutting, I think that's just lovely. And the fussy cut I did not do. Somebody sent me these, and so I'm so appreciative of that because I just can't do it. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this quick share, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will be coming back with some more quick shares for you soon. Thanks so much for stopping by.